Hey there everyone, Trader Tim from eMiniMind.com back with a Monday market analysis video for the 12th of November 2018. Happy Veterans Day for those who have served. Thank you for your service. Markets are in kind of a potentially a critical point here. As you can see, we've got the large retracement, the high to low, 50% retracement drawn, and this little double top up here from last week's highs. Now, it's pretty clear to see potential inverse head and shoulders forming, but we would need to hold down here, hold the 61.8, the 26.85. Now, if we do go lower, a double bottom at lows could still move the market higher. But as we look at, say, the NQ, it has not broken its full retracement short, and it's already sitting back at the retracement long. So we would need the NQ here to get moving to the upside and sort of rounding out this right shoulder if we're going to get a lift. The fact that the NASDAQ is already about to, not only have we made a lower high as it relates to this potential left shoulder, we've broken the swing low back here as well as the most recent swing low. And so if the Nasdaq starts moving down and possibly taking out this swing low, then sort of the potential for that inverse head and shoulders is no more, and lower we go. So be looking at the Nasdaq closely because it's been leading the market here. And even if the ES stops at the 50% long, well, if the Nasdaq's already down at lows, then I'd be looking to the Nasdaq to either bounce if it moves down to the lows of the end of October down here. Nasdaq could go lower and then bounce, and at the same time the ES could only come to the 50% and get its bounce there. But with the Nasdaq being weaker and having so many stocks that are more heavily traded on the tech side, we could see a little bit bigger swings in the next couple of days in terms of the bigger ranges resuming, and especially if we start breaking down a little bit more below like 2600 on the ES, definitely would be looking for a quick move to 2500, 2520, somewhere in that range. But technically we broke the 61.8 of the short by just a couple of ticks. And so I'll be really watching this 2710 area tomorrow to see if we can round out and start pushing higher. Now tomorrow we'll be doing the live trading session in the morning, and then in the afternoon I will be down at the Vegas Traders Expo, down at the Expo later in the afternoon, and then doing a presentation Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock. So if you're going to be in Vegas the next couple of days, be sure to stop by the expo and hopefully catch me there, as well as the presentation on Wednesday. So always fun to meet folks face to face. Other than that, if we look at the volatility index, we are a little bit lower, or we broke down a little bit below the swing low from the 15th, and then today have rallied back up to the 20 level. And as we look at the S&P, we didn't quite break the swing high by much at all, really a double top up here. So a little bit more what seems like uncertainty from the last couple of days, but it's a pretty close correlation. So very clear potential inverse head and shoulders. Thus, if that fails, if we start breaking down, there should be a big push to the downside when you get a pattern that looks really clear and is visually pretty easy to identify. If it doesn't work out, if it doesn't round out and bring us up to new highs, then we should be able to get out of this sort of chop zone pretty quickly if we start breaking down. So the next month or so should be some more good trading opportunities, and then as we start to get into the last third of December, things will really start to wind down and slow into the end of the year. But we typically get a Santa Claus rally in the beginning to mid-December for maybe 2 weeks. So even if we get some selling here that pushes us lower, then we can still rally into the end of the year. If we look at like a yearly chart on the weekly, pretty much horizontal for the whole year when you take out the bump into new highs and then the dip in January, a very rectangular, lots of trade where we're at. So there's going to be a lot of support below us, and we could just close the year sort of um, flat and move forward in 2019 with sort of starting off the year with a new trend. So I hope to see some of you at the Traders Expo tomorrow or in the live trading room. The session will be broadcast live, I believe, and I'll post that link on the homepage at the under the Vegas Traders Expo uh, presentation section. So hope everyone has a great week of trading, and we will talk to you soon.